I am going to share tonight a favorite recipe of mine, and they are called Firecracker Meatballs. Now, you can use chicken, turkey, or ground beef, and I am using ground chicken tonight. Now, what we're going to need is I have everything measured out already here, so we're going to need 2 eggs into our ground chicken. And in this little bowl right here, I have salt, pepper, onion powder, and paprika. And I will post the recipe as well. I'm going to dump that in there. We actually have about 3 to 4 teaspoons of garlic. Okay. And 1 cup of panko plain breadcrumbs. All right, I'm going to mix all this up and roll it into balls and put it in the oven. Once you have your meatballs made up, you're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper and preheat your oven to 475. And we're going to bake these babies for about 13 minutes. And now I'm going to prepare the sauce. Okay, so while the meatballs are cooking, we are going to get the sauce ready. And I'm going to start with a 1/2 cup of Frank's Red Hot sauce. You can use any kind of hot sauce. I prefer Frank's. 1 cup of brown sugar. We have some salt and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You can use more, but this sauce is really hot. And 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. All right, we're gonna let this cook and simmer while cut my stuff on. And we're gonna let this cook while the meatballs are cooking in the oven. You're gonna want your sauce to simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then just turn it off and let it cool while your meatballs continue to cook. Once your meatballs are done, about 13 minutes, you're going to take each one and dip them in your sauce and put them back on your pan, because we're going to bake them again for another 2 to 3 minutes. It's just dipping them, putting them back on the pan. Back in the oven for another few minutes. And the finished product is here, and I served it with some jasmine rice, and it's that easy. Put a side salad with it, a veggie, and you can also use these meatballs for a sub, and they are delicious. They get better the next day. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe.